Hello and welcome back to the Adrian Project. Hello. Many thanks for choosing to click on my thumbnail and to watch my content. Very much appreciated. Okay, so from the title, as we can see, it's my book haul for November. It's going to be a lot shorter because, as you know, we are quite literally 6-7 weeks away from Christmas now. So money for books and other such little luxuries is not there because we will buy for Christmas presents and get all the bills paid and out of the way and blah blah blah. You're all doing exactly the same thing, I know you are, so you know where I'm coming from. So for today, this video is going to be a little shorter than my normal book haul video, and because of that I'm going to chuck in a couple of books near the end that I've had for a while. You may have noticed them on my bookshelf if you saw any of my thumbnails, but I've not spoken about them, so there we go. So as you should know if you're a regular viewer to my channel, and if you're new, hello, thank you for joining, and subscribe, please press that little button. You'll know that I am currently reading Jean M. Auel's The Clan of the Cave Bear. Now if you don't know the story behind this, it's a series of books. It's set in the Stone Age in Middle Europe, so it's around 10,000-15,000 years ago, something like that, probably a little bit longer. And what it is, a little girl, she's just lost her whole family and her clan because of an earthquake, and she's been found battered, bruised and starving and taken in by a clan of Neanderthals. She's now had to quickly adapt her ways and try and integrate best she can into a different race of people whose ways and language she just has no understanding of, but she's quickly picking up little bits and bobs as she goes along. For the most part, she's welcomed into the clan, but there are those in the clan that don't want her there. I'm about, as you can see, a third to nearly half a way through. For those of you that have read the book and you know it, I've just got past the part where the chief's son, Broud, has given Ayla a right good pasting. She's nearly killed her. She's recovered from that, and that's made her hate him even more. So she's winding him up every chance she can get. This hasn't gone unnoticed by Brun, the leader, and when Broud suddenly decides enough's enough, I've had enough of this, because he's had a warning that if he doesn't curb his temper he will not be leader of the clan, that he wallops her again because she's not doing things quick enough when she's told to. And to Ayla's shock and horror, as before, when she got the beating, she had the sympathy of the clan. This time she hasn't. She's been told, well, you deserved it. Before all the feminists and left-wing snowflakes get bent out of shape, it's fictional and it's set in the Stone Age, and they are Neanderthal people, people who don't exist anymore, and they have totally different ways of us. So keep your bile to yourself. And another thing that Ayla's doing, she's going away in secret, learning, teaching herself how to use a sling, which is absolutely forbidden in the clan. So I'm expecting something to do with that come up in the book. Don't tell me if you've read it, please don't tell me. But like I say, absolutely awesome book. So I've got book one. If you can remember from the last video, I'd got the last book in the series from the pound shop. What an absolute find that was, a hardback book, nearly 700 pages for £1, you know. So I thought, well, I'm really enjoying the first one. I'm going to have to go out and get the others. So the first one up I got is, not that one, is The Valley of Horses. This is the sequel to The Clan of the Cave Bear, again by Jean M. Orwell. And to tell you what I forgot to mention about that book, Jean M. Orwell, I think that's how you pronounce the name, has done research and gone into absolutely fantastic detail. So this is really authentic. You know, this is as close as you're going to get to the real thing, but in fiction. I say this is the follow-up. Now, I do prefer my paperbacks to be brand new. I know you can get some really decent paperbacks. It's still in decent nick. But like I say, I prefer to get them brand new myself. So I did spend more for this book than I normally would do. But there again, it's from 98, 2000, something like this one. So it's nearly 20 years old. Sometimes it's hard to get them kind of books in print, but there you go. I did pay, I think it was $9.99 for this, which is more or less RRP. I don't mind that. I'm really enjoying the series. So there we go. That's the first one up. And like I say, it's only a short one, this short video this time. The other book that I got from the book haul, I got The Mammoth Hunters, which is book 3 in the series. Again, it's a brand new book. Again, I did pay more or less full RRP for it. I think this was a tenner as well. But yeah, I could have got the second-hand version, second-hand copy for a third of that. But you know, I don't like it when you get creases down the back and dog-eared pages. Oh, that winds me up. People who dog-ear pages, use a bookmark. But like I say, this is the third book in the series. I'm not going to be reading the synopsis on the back because I don't want to know. I just want to carry on reading it and let the story unfold as it goes. So I don't want to spoil what happens in the end of the second book, which I haven't even begin to read before I read that. So there we go. So that's been my book haul, books that I bought for, it was the end of October into November. So just to pad the video out just a little bit, I thought to tell you about 2 other books that I bought from my local book shop, The Works. I think I got them, must have been this time last year. I think I may still have them, but it was like an offer, like 2 for a £5, 3 for a £5 or something like that. Now, as you know, I love history. My favourite periods, I love dinosaurs. I wanted to be a paleontologist when I was younger, but that didn't happen. My other favourite periods in British history, all the way through really, but the main ones are around the 1700s, you know, the Tudors, Stuart times. Getting more and more into 19th century history as well. I think that's with reading, I've got a few more books set around that area, so I'm getting a bit more interested in that, and there have been quite a few programs set around that time in the 1800s as well. Just a quick heads up for you, if you've got BBC iPlayer, watch a series. They've done three series of it now, called Harlot. Absolutely fantastic. It's about prostitution in London in the 1800s, and it's absolutely superb. I can highly recommend that. Okay, getting back to the book haul. So the first one up is called Witchfinders, a 17th century English tragedy by Malcolm Gaskill. Now this is the biography of the famous English witch hunter Matthew Hopkins and his sidekick John Stern. Now you may remember Matthew Hopkins from the old Hammer horror film starring Vincent Price. You may have thought he was a fictional character, but no, he was the real deal. And if you think back to that film, that was nothing compared to how he was in real life. Not read this book yet, absolutely looking forward to it. Matthew Hopkins was covered in a book that I do have. It's called Witch, Wicca, Mother Goose, which is absolutely awesome if you can get hold of a copy of that. I think I've mentioned that in a previous video, but that is one of the best books about witch hunters and witchcraft in the 17th century. So this one I'm thoroughly looking forward to getting it. Like I say, I did get this about this time last year. I think it was like, I say, 2, 3 for a 5, one of their deals. If you've got a works near you, go in this, because that's some absolutely cracking deals. And the other one I picked up at the same time as that was The Witches, Salem, 1692 history, and it's by Stacey Shift. Sorry about that. So this will tell you all the ins and outs about the Salem witch trials, what went off, how it all began. You may have seen the film The Crucible, which is set around it, because it says back on here, was it like The Crucible? No, it was worse. So this is the historical side of it. It's not the fictional Hollywood version. This is what actually happened. And like I say, it's another book I am absolutely looking forward to reading. Fantastic book. We do have some colour plates in it as well, in the middle. There we go. So if you've got an interest, even just a passing interest in that period of history, then get down to your local works, see if they've got them in. Of course, 2 books for a £5. May even be in the 3 books for a £5 section. I don't know, but there we go. So that's my book haul for November. And that's the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed that one. Please remember, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to my channel. It'd be very much appreciated. And also, don't forget to ring that little notification bell. Also, if you've got Facebook, you can follow me at Adrian Bow Project. And if you've got a Twitter account, you can follow me at Project Bower. So, with all that in mind, I'd like to thank you all again for watching, and it's to see you all again on the next episode of the Adrian Bow Project.